everyone, and welcome back to the Manifestation Destination. My name's Alyssa Marie. If you are new, I am so glad to meet you guys. And if you're returning yet again, I am so glad to have you guys back. So, yet again, it's the end of the month. It's that time again where it is time for my monthly recap. And this time it is May that I am recapping today. See, I rhymed. Such a dork. Anyway, not going to be a huge intro because yet again, if you've watched my channel for a while, you know how these typically go. Let's just jump into it and get started. So unfortunately, May for me has been full of ups and downs, and it seems in the moment, it seems like there has been a lot of downs and that the downs kind of outweigh the positives this month. And I was so hoping to be able to, I guess, share that I had a really successful month and that I got a lot accomplished and I feel better about myself and about my process and my journey. But in all actuality, I'm feeling pretty stuck this month. And I'm not going to rehash all of the bad things. I mean, I will mention everything that's happened this month. But yet again, my focus of this channel is not to be negative, it's to be positive. So even though I do unfortunately have a lot of negatives to share, I will definitely follow up with some of the good things, if not mixed intertwined with the bad things. So I think the first big event that actually happened in the month of May was me getting my second vaccine for COVID. And now, because it's been 2 weeks, I actually got the second dose on May the 5th, Cinco de Mayo. I am now fully immune. I'm at least 95% guaranteed that the chances of me getting COVID now are very slim to none. That is so exciting because yet again, I can finally start living normally again. I do have plans of maybe going on a little shopping trip for my birthday, don't know yet. But at least now I know that if I'm out in public, if I'm at the shop and I don't want to wear a mask, I am pretty safe and okay to not wear one for the first time in about a year. So that's been a huge blessing. Yet again, nothing as far as COVID has really changed because of the shop. Not really able to go out and celebrate because we have full ownership of the shop, which can get a little tiresome, but yet again, it's been another busy month. It's been a successful month. This month, I think we've hired about 3 or 4 new people, which is exciting, but we're still not where we want to be. We want to have at least 5 or 6 more people on staff, which honestly at this point I'm starting to question if it's possible because school's already let out, summer break has officially started. We keep sending out applications, but no applications seem to be coming back. So I don't know if it's plausible to get the number on staff that we want. But hopefully we're gonna stay positive and hope that some more people come our way, some more good and qualified people come our way. So yet again, another positive, I have really grown in terms of working at the shop and being a co-owner of the shop this month. I think that honestly, the fact that we have not had incredible staffing for the last couple of months has only helped me grow and become very comfortable and almost becoming one with the shop. It's almost become second nature to work pretty much anywhere in the shop now, which is exciting for me because I had doubted myself that I would actually get to this point. My leadership skills are starting to sharpen up a little bit, and I think people are starting to take me a little bit more seriously. Along with the shop, we've made a couple new improvements, so we have more processes that are put into place for really busy nights and days and weekends and whenever else it gets busy. But I'd say that those processes were definitely put into place because of some negativity that we had gotten at the shop. I don't think I've shared this on this channel just yet. I'm pretty sure there's a vlog coming where I kind of explain a little bit more, but there was a lot of negativity from the public this month on two separate occasions, at least, where there were a couple of people just being inappropriate and not being kind. And honestly, that was the first time that we have dealt with that yet, which is exciting because it doesn't happen very often. But I think it was my first dose of really starting to learn the lesson that I can't please everyone, and there's always going to be someone that complains or hates what I stand for or what the business stands for or whatever. So yet again, turning the negative into a positive, this month was definitely a growing pain in the sense that I need to stop being such a people pleaser and just enjoy the positive, because yet again, the positive outweighs the negative, and that definitely showed this month with the incredible response we've gotten from our decently sized fan base. So that was definitely good, but it didn't feel good at the time. There were a couple of nights where I had lost some sleep because I was so anxious about the situations, and yet again, I think I'm slowly getting lessons about ways I need to grow. So some other big updates. One, this month was Lexi's birthday. It was also my dad's birthday. It was Mother's Day. My dad also retired this month, and it was my 1-year anniversary with Brandon. So this month was pretty eventful. Unfortunately, I didn't really have time or means to really celebrate any of that. But it was still nice to have all of those happy events pretty much fall one right after the next. Looking forward to next year. Hopefully we'll be able to celebrate next year. Hopefully COVID will no longer be as big of a thing, if at all, and I'm hoping that maybe we'll have enough staffing to where we can actually celebrate and have a little bit of fun. And of course, I have to mention the love life. It's not really my, I guess, news to share, but I am proud. Brandon did graduate from college. He got his master's degree. So he is officially graduated. He is officially free. And no sooner than about 3 days after he graduated, he actually landed his first big boy job, which is so exciting. I'm so proud, as much as I guess I can be. And yet again, I have no doubt that he's going to be a lot happier now that he gets to quit his fast food job and join the real working force and actually do something that he studied for and that he actually enjoys. Yet again, prior to him even graduating, Brandon and I promised each other that we were going to do anything and everything to try to make it work between us. And I was stoked because for the first time it felt like we were going to actually become in union and be in an actual relationship, a defined, clear-cut relationship. And I was hoping that this month was going to finally be that time. We had talked about basically defining it as a relationship after we've had another date. I was very hopeful that this month was going to be just that. And with him actually getting a new job, with him moving, unfortunately his job is taking him further away. So now the distance between us is going to be about an hour, possibly an hour and a half depending on where he lands. And just with his schedule and his celebrating his graduation with friends and family, and some of his family members coming out for Memorial Day weekend, it just wasn't possible to actually meet this month. So naturally, it's only fair for me to say that this month was pretty disappointing in how it ended in terms of Brandon and I. And I just don't know if he's going to actually commit, but it just feels like the relationship that was like right in front of me has gotten ripped away, and I don't even see a light at the end of the tunnel for meeting next, because he's going to have to adjust to his new schedule, and he's going to have to find an apartment, and I'm pretty sure that his family is going to come out again sometime in June or July, and I just don't see an end in sight. Of course, it doesn't help that my OCD has not helped with any of this at all. I've become very obsessive about this specific topic this month, and it's not been fun. I'll notice specifically that I'll be fine or I'll be okay during the day because I'll be busy, but then as soon as I come home at night and don't have anything to do, then like these thoughts come creeping back, and it's basically been torture. And I've done a lot of introspection this month and trying to figure out what exactly I want. No, I'm not calling it quits with Brandon. I've really been thinking about what it would be like if I don't actually have a person, and if my person and I aren't actually supposed to be together forever, but just crossing paths. I've had time to contemplate the what if, and I've had time to really let the reality of possibly being alone and single for the rest of my time here kind of sink in and do what it's going to do to me. Which probably most people would think I am crazy for even letting that be a thing. At least I am able to acknowledge that possibly being single and not having a partner could be a thing. At least get me started, or at least have somewhat of a desire for me to truly map out what exactly I want for myself, and things that I can control, and things that I can choose to for sure have in my life, and turning it into a positive. Yet again, like, it's our responsibility to ensure that we have the things that we want in our lives, and even though we can't have everything sometimes, at least we can better ourselves, and we can work towards goals that maybe we didn't think would be possible, or just redirect our focus to ourselves. So, but yes, that's where I'm at. So getting back to the positive of all of that, Brandon and I are still together. We're still talking. He's starting to build his own empire, which is super exciting, and he's basically showing me in a way that that's what we have to do. We have to build our own separate empires before the two can combine. And I think it's time for me to start focusing on myself more, and focusing on what I want to do and how I want to live. And because at the end of the day, there's no guarantee that even if we are in a relationship, it's gonna last forever. And then where am I? I've really sat down this month and mapped out goals for this upcoming month, for June, just to kind of put into perspective of like how serious I am I've only got a couple of things on my list that I really want to tackle. And if I can get everything crossed off the list, because I did kind of overboard the YouTube category that I listed out, I will just be happy getting as much done as I can. Given this year and the circumstances and just trying to discover who I am, I've learned that I can be a very goal-oriented person, and I am motivated by getting things checked off of a list. And just knowing that has given me a little bit of confidence, and knowing that I am able to self-improve, I am able to get better and what have you and whatnot. So I should have preempted this before I even went into the Brandon situation, but I've also been in the process of getting medicated for depression, and yet again, that's going so slowly. I've been battling with the insurance company and the doctor's office to try to get my prescription. No joke, I went in to see her. I went in to see my doctor March 29th, and it's June 1st, and I still don't have the medicine. Oh my god. Maybe if I would have had the medicine by now, maybe I would have been happier. Who would have thunk it? Dang. More updates. Today is actually the first day that the business has opened its doors to the public in about a year, maybe 6 months. I don't really remember because I wasn't documenting at that point, but today is the first day that our lobby is open to the public, and I got a phone call from Mom a couple of minutes ago saying that there are already at least 10 people in the lobby. How they found out about it that soon, I have no idea, because I didn't advertise it on social media. So apparently people do pay attention. But we're gonna get started on that journey, because it's going to be a completely different journey, because things are gonna get busier and there's gonna be more orders. But I'm going to hopefully vlog today being the first day for you guys as well, just to kind of get in the feels and document it for memory reasons. But one more thing in terms of Brandon, we had talked about him hopefully coming and working at the shop, even if it was just for like a couple of hours on a weekend. But I don't think that that's going to happen at this point, which is really disappointing, because I was really looking forward to him meeting my parents and meeting our kids at the shop and our staff, but I'm not gonna force it. That's where we're at this month, like just giving you the raw. Anyway, trying to think if there's any more updates. I don't think there's any more updates for you guys. I think that kind of closes some loose ends up too. So with all of that being said, I'm gonna let you guys go. If you guys need to like go listen to some happy music or whatever after listening to me like moan and complain and be sad, then by all means do so. I apologize if I was a Debbie Downer, but honestly this month wasn't as great as I thought it would be and I hoped it would be. So a person can only do so much with what they're dealt with, and unfortunately I don't have enough coping skills or enough money for therapy to really manage the emotions without showing it as of yet. So I hope that your guys' May was definitely better than mine. And I hope that your June gets started off really well. Definitely want to hear about any big plans that you guys have for June. I've thought about possibly sitting down and mapping out all of the goals that I have with you guys. If that's something that you're interested in, definitely leave me a comment. Please don't forget to subscribe because it only helps me out, and you'll definitely be on the radar for new videos if you do. So I hope you guys remember to live faithfully, lead courageously, and to love unconditionally, and I will see you guys next time.